you something,
Yeah,
Brandon.
because y'all already into it though, Brandon. You acting like
Hey,
this the first time you met this boy. You know
Man, you
what I
keep
mean?
on
Y'all
making up
already
excuses.
into it.
hey,
Hey,
no,
you keep making it. Listen, bro. Hold on. And I'm gonna let Nasam go. Listen, when we agreed to be on that show, we agreed that we was gonna push it down, leave it at the door, not go start nothing. If we both agree to that, and then I walk through the door and immediately you start talking shit, that's still my fault, nigga. Like, no matter
I
what,
ain't
it's all
saying,
my fault.
fam, I ain't saying it's your fault. I'm saying you already into it with this boy. You on some YN logic again right now. It ain't about who said what first. It's about y'all already into it, and it's another man sitting across the couch from you who really want to do something to you. And he try to figure out a way to get that done without looking crazy and getting packed out by this 5'8" bowling ball looking nigga that's nothing but all muscle and know what he doing with them things. So you keep acting like you ain't in there with two weapons. You in there, your hands is trained, Brandon. He don't want it with you. All right, he not a
And
jujitsu
hey,
black belt,
and
and
that's what
he
I
gonna end
said.
up.
And I tried to make peace with the nigga. I said, all right, bro, let's just talk about the topics, all that stuff. Bro, I've already talked to the third
He don't
parties.
like
Like,
you,
that's fine. The world ain't about being liked, you damn queer.
and you already did what you did. Y'all already into it. You keep acting like y'all starting fresh. Like you already know
Recognize.
who you dealing with.
Take the damn tampon out your panties, dude. Go ahead,
fuck all that,
Nasam.
bro.
Dude,
What made you call him a
hey,
bitch? Was you just fed up?
Go ahead, Nasam. Oh no, because he called me a bitch. And then I was like,
Well,
bro,
yeah, it was
I
the
already
whole
called.
episode, but I'm saying you did it at the very end. So was you just fed up by that point?
No,
You was like,
I
fuck it.
think I called him a bitch a couple times during the episode. But the point is, because he is a bitch as far as I'm concerned, and he proved that last night.
I
and you
mean, the
keep on
first joint, y'all
reiterating it too.
definitely
Let Nasam go.
from the first joint from y'all first encounter, like you can definitely tell, like when y'all was gonna meet again, kind of seemed like you already knew what you was walking into. Like you knew when you got there, he was gonna be talking shit off rip. So it was kind of like refusing to be bullied by the bully, because that's what he do to everybody on the joint. Like whenever they get to talking, he'll talk over him, he'll start yelling, he'll start, you feel what I'm saying, throwing his nuts around, and you just wasn't letting him throw his nuts around. That's how it looked to me, for real, for real.
Man, listen, at the end of the day, you don't do that shit to Munchie B. You don't do that shit to Aunt Hefe. You don't do that shit to Brick Baby. You don't do that shit to Faux Extras. You're not going to do it to me. That's just the way it is. These dudes like Suspect think, oh, because these niggas ain't from my section, I could try to talk crazy to them. Here's the thing. We knocking niggas out from your section in jail and everything like that. So it's not like Long Beach niggas is in the room, so now we could come at them like that. That doesn't happen. That's never going to happen. Everyone knows that already. The only person who doesn't know that is the one little bitch who is acting tough, but they're really just a failed rapper. Y'all can let him play with y'all. I'm not playing with that nigga like that. Like, I'll joke with you and you can say what you say, but when you start getting oh, you a B word and this and that, and I'll beat you up, it's like, come on, just prove it. A fight is nothing to me. People fight all the time, but he don't want to fight. He wants to use weapons, which is what I've been saying since our first encounter. I said, bro, don't want to fight. Yes, I do. Well, you had the chance to fight last night. You didn't fight. You pulled out a knife.
Brandon, I saw that you went back on the show. I just kind of felt it wasn't going to end well. So I felt what I don't know if the last dude before the other dude was talking is from New York. I don't know his name, but he looked like he got size on him. And I just want to say this. I'm sure there's a lot of times you let like a dumb nigga have it, right? He talking reckless, just talking reckless. Like my son, every now and then talks reckless, so I gotta like sit there for a second and really see where this is going, because you're teaching him a valuable lesson. Usually, it's okay to be selective in survival. Like somebody could get the best of you, but you gonna keep rapping. And Suspect ain't that young, man. He's
No,
a grown
not.
man.
He's 30. He's almost 30.
He's a grown man. I almost wanted you to do something to him to teach him. He should have gracefully bow out. Instead, he hyped it up. I felt like it was the point of no return, because the same people that's telling you to be more mature would have been roasting you. You know how YouTube streets is, man. You had to hold your own, bro, and you did that. Fuck that.
The thing is, people
That
act
nigga just
like
proved my point, saying that you should pick your battles. No, nigga, we don't need to pick battles, bro. If he want to say what he want to say, just because this nigga knows is a black belt and he's bigger than a hoe, don't mean that he can't say what he want to say. Like, where's that
That's
coming
not what
from?
that's not what he's saying, bro.
You said pick your battles. You should have just did what you was
That's
gonna
not
do.
what I said. Sometimes you gotta know when to bow out. You missing the point.
the
Nigga,
point
what
of
is that?
what
Okay, what does that mean that you should know when to
None
bow
of
out?
it was that deep to be calling people B words and all that, bro. Look,
They've
I'm not
been
gonna really.
disrespecting each other.
I
But
mean,
what you-
bro, I don't know how old you are, but your logic ain't holding up.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
entire
bro, we
dynamic
gotta
was
go
out
back
of
to where
order.
everything started, bro. Brandon is trying to avoid all of this shit, and nobody.
You know what? Fuck it then. Fuck it. A nigga like Suspect need to smoke. I'ma just go ahead and be honest. I don't like tiptoeing around
Okay,
shit.
then.
Some
Yeah.
niggas need to be checked. Some niggas need to be checked, and then what?
Hey,
what
hold
we
on,
doing
guys.
next?
Hold on. So listen. Here's the thing, man. Suspect is his own worst enemy. I didn't have to lay a finger on him, and he destroyed his own life for the near future. This is what we got to know. Sometimes you just got to let a dude take himself out. If bro would have put his hands on me, or if bro would have came within striking distance, I was going to lay his ass out. But I just hope everybody could see, like, there's a way to deal with people like that without even touching them. Bro is just a coward. And we all know that. Like, he's a coward. Like, I would.
You don't know how to deal with cowards. That's your problem. You don't know how to deal with cowards, Brandon. And you're going to learn one.
This nigga is a real bully, bro.
Wait, guys, one at a time. One at a time.
All right, listen to me, Brandon. All right, let me ask something to everybody in this call. Let's say you're with somebody in the room, right? And there's 4 other people in the room, and you thought that motherfucker said something, and everybody in the room said no, they didn't say it. You still gonna drag it, or you gonna be like, okay, yep, that motherfucker didn't say it? This goes back to the beginning, Brandon. You wanted all of this. 3 motherfuckers told you that nigga did not say that, and you still kept running with it. You could have been like, okay, yep, my bad, right? You could have been like, yep, my bad, you didn't say it. This shit wouldn't have went this far. I feel this. I'm not saying Suspect is 100% right. I'm not saying that. I don't agree with everything that motherfucker did. But what I'm trying to say, I don't feel like, and I'm not saying you want people to feel bad for you, bro. But it's just hard to hear you out as much when it kind of feels like you wanted all this shit, bro. Like, nigga, you could have easily been, okay, yep, you didn't say it. My bad, I misheard you. This wouldn't have went this far.
Wait, is this Natty?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you're an idiot, because here's the thing. Wait, let me get this
and
out.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, and I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm gonna let you talk too. Everybody's gonna get a chance to talk. All you niggas stop up here. It's crazy. Go. But look, y'all done came for me. Now my audience is coming to attack y'all like bees.
Hey, look, Brandon, we got your back. Hey, we ain't
we
ain't about to let no suckers get away with no bullshit.
Facts.
Hey,
hold on.
The Suspect is on some sucker shit for real.
Hey, here's the problem with your logic. Here's the problem with your logic, Natty.
Mm-hmm.
This, when I asked Suspect if he said the hard ER, I said that off camera.
Mm-hmm.
The man went so ballistic that by the time Josh said, all right, Sus, all right, we good, just let it go. Mikey was like, let it go, it's cool. This man, as soon as the camera popped on, he jumped right back on the same topic. So it's not my fault that I asked something off camera just so I could make sure I didn't mishear what he said. And then this dude decided to drag it. If you ask anybody about Suspect on No Jumper, they will say, bro, it's cool. Any of the engineers, he's cool, but he just sometimes doesn't know when to let things go. And he fucks up the content. And that's his thing. He's a crash out. So stop acting like I was just agitating. And even Josh said live, he said, bro, I don't think he meant anything by it. I think he just asked you to clarify. Josh said that. Am I wrong, Natty?
Yeah, I think I remember.
Wait, Natty. Wait, hold on. Let Natty speak.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
I think I remember him saying that, yeah.
Okay, so if you hear him say Brandon didn't mean nothing by it, he was just asking for clarity. And that was off camera. Why are you sitting here trying to act like I was agitating this boy?
Let me ask a question. I'm going to let you keep talking. Let me ask a question because I need this to be clarified. How long did that argument go before those cameras started rolling?
That argument...
matters.
Wait, listen. I wasn't even responding to him. He was just flipping out. When he was arguing at me, it was more like one of those arguments like he's arguing towards the engineers who are his friends. Hey, Donnie, this is right. He's doing that. I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm literally just sitting there laughing. I'm not even responding because I don't know him at this point.
Okay. And then yesterday's podcast, right? In the beginning, it kind of seems like you're playing the victim role. You threw the first shot yesterday. As far as what the cameras can see, you threw the first shot.
What shot did I throw?
When he stepped out of the room, right? I don't know where that nigga went. I don't know if he was trying to tuck his knife or use the bathroom. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, right? But when he stepped out the room, you were so quick to throw a jab. You said something about Lush being his boyfriend or some shit like that, right? So let's not make it seem like, okay, he just came in the room on some fuck Brandon. You threw the first shot. Like, can we agree? Let's take some account.
No. Remember they started the shit about my shorts. That was the first shot.
Nigga,
Dude, those shorts is all wrong anyway. So
hey, listen, person.
Those shorts was crazy.
Brandon, come on.
Listen,
I watched the whole show.
Let the shorts be crazy. But when Suspect came back, I literally clarified what I said so he wouldn't feel like I was trying to talk shit on him.
That's not the point. You stood on it. But the point is you threw the first shot. I'm not saying that you were.
That wasn't a shot at all, though. That was a shot at Lush.
You said he was in a gay relationship. You called another man his
bro. The dude was calling me gay way before that. What are you talking about? He started the gay talk. Y'all just got selective hearing.
Bro, listen, Brandon, and listen.
That's it.
Even when
That's
I reached
exactly
out to
what
you,
it
Brandon,
is. Hold up.
When I reached out to you, listen.
Hold
Brandon,
up.
When I reached out
all right, man.
Hey,
okay,
hold on.
We're gonna let somebody else talk.
Brandon, how many bitches did this dude call you? How many F-bombs did this dude drop on your ass?
Right.
But before the shit really got cracking. In quotes, this dude said, "I will beat your ass," and then immediately started running with a knife, hiding behind another nigga. Come on, man, how are you guys defending this guy? This dude has been out of pocket.
He should have been had his ass whooped
out of pocket for
ages
so
ago.
long. He didn't get in the fights with females.
No.
He got hands for some niggas and got knives.
Brandon.
Hey, let him finish. Let him finish.
Sorry about that. This is despicable. Come on, y'all.
I agree.
This nigga got hands for some people and got knives for other people, talking about he beat niggas.
Nigga, that's how it's supposed to
He
be in
already
real
lost.
life.
That is an admission of defeat.
That's how it really is.
Hey, guys, one at a time.
It's over. GG. He lost.
Hold on, though.
Gentlemen,
how you gonna spit on somebody and wait until somebody get in the middle before you stand up? Man, that dude is a sucker, man. How could y'all defend that, bro?
Brandon, the security got up instantly. Both of those niggas combined. He could.
That don't have nothing to do with it.
Brandon would have slammed them up right through that note off the table.
So wait, hey Brandon.
That's just right. You guys keep getting that shit confused. He's dead wrong. I will say that over and over.
Bro, you niggas ain't never been in a real fight.
This nigga Brandon ain't no fucking
this
victim,
nigga is.
That's what I'm trying to say. He is not.
I'm a victim.
No, you're not.
Wait, guys, hold on, guys. Wait a minute, guys. Let Dilly
How
go.
he not a victim when he got a knife pulled on him? If you get a knife pulled on you, nigga, you's a victim. What are you talking about here, bro?
He already admitted defeat right there. You pull a blick out on somebody, you essentially saying you can't beat them with your hands. That's it. It's over.
Facts.
It's over. It's over with. The battle, the war is over. Brandon won.
What do that mean?
I just watched the ad.
What does that mean to y'all when it's
Hey, guys, come on, calm down. Let Dilly Dope go. Go ahead, Dilly Dope, and then Mo say the great.
What's good, Brandon? Yeah, nah, man. I see you as just weeding out the garden, honestly, bro. Like, he's taking the show down, like you said before. Hey, this whole show used to be based on underground music back in the day,
bro.
And now it's just a bunch of chaos. He wouldn't even let Bizarre talk. It's like, come on, man. Like, all the disses he was giving you, I wish we could have seen you beat his ass, honestly.
Yeah, hey. No, for real, and that's what I'm trying to point out to these dudes. Beyond just me, this guy is rubbing everybody the wrong way, bro. I feel like I kind of just did these dudes a favor by standing up to him because they feel like this crazy sense of loyalty. And I think there's a little bit of fear there too, because he tries to present this image like he's just so hard. I'm just like, bro, I just was laughing at the dude.
Nah, they respect his dad. My bad. They respect his dad. That's why they never say nothing. You know who his dad is, right?
Hell fucking no.
Yeah, his dad is I'm just saying he's piggybacking off who his father is. He's like a big time gangster over there. That's all he's doing, bro.
Yeah.
No, the problem is he was embarrassed, man. Everybody got the roasting, and once young Aunt Hefe started laughing, he went ballistic. He couldn't take it. He was embarrassed. So the first thing he did, he's like a kid. He like a grown ass kid, man, and he's a direct reflection of what the problem is with the young black men in the community. He's
If
over
I would,
emotional, pulling out knives. Like, how are you not the
yep.
victim? Somebody pull out a knife, bro. That don't make no sense.
And if I wasn't there, he would have been trying to bully Lush. He always got whoever's he feels the low dog in the room, he tries to like bully that person. Because
so Brandon, you are a victim. So you are a victim.
Of course I'm a victim. Go ahead, Mosaic the Great.
Yeah, that's my question is like, how are you not a victim? If somebody pull a knife on you, you just having a civil conversation and somebody pulls a knife on you and stabs you, are you a victim or are you the victor? No, you the fucking victim because it shouldn't even went there.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know about okay, so who was one where we got to get one of the YNs back here. Okay,
these niggas be straight dick riding you, bro.
All right, keep going, Natty. What you saying now? Go
ahead.
All
right, so listen. Okay. So
you ain't even say that tough, by the way.
I wish I could.
You ain't even say that tough, homie.
I'm trying to be tough on God.
Guys, let
you
us
slap who?
No, don't start with that shit. Natty, you ain't slapping
nigga, you don't
nobody
even live
through
in
the
the same
internet.
state, town, city, or me. What the fuck is you talking about?
Internet.
You
At least
talking
make
tough, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Come on, my
Make
guy.
somebody believe
what the
you.
fuck are you talking about?
Guys,
believe me, I'm not talking tough.
No,
but
not
you're not gonna
you.
slap
Hey,
nothing.
not you. I'm talking about the little young buddy talking
Oh,
all that
okay,
shit.
yeah, man. Why would you say?
Yeah.
Hold on, what did I say? Damn, nigga, get
guys,
damn,
calm down.
Y'all doing backflips on
Natty,
this
just
shit.
go ahead, Natty.
Damn.
Go ahead,
what
Natty.
Did I say? That's so crazy.
Somebody said they was gonna slap somebody. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Shit. I didn't
Make your point, bro.
All right, anyways, listen, Lego built nigga. All right, fucking, bro. Listen, bro. In the first podcast that you guys had, I could almost put anything on it. You called him a
We
bitch
got another almighty in the building.
I'm not, listen, bro, and it sounds like I'm standing up for this nigga, bro, but I'm not, like, at all. I'm just saying you're not a victim. You called him a bitch the first podcast first. So you opened the doors to that. After that, because I remember vividly, you said you're acting like a bitch, or you said something. You said
I said you act like a bitch from the projects.
Okay, all right. So boom.
But is that me calling him a bitch?
Nigga, come on, bro. Stop. See, that's my point, Brandon. You do shit like that. What's the difference, bro?
Brandon, was that the first shot that was thrown? I don't
Nigga,
even,
we're talking about the
he
bitch
threw the first
bro. All
suspect threw the first shot when he started wilding out over an innocent question. He just he jumped off the boat for no fucking. You know what it was. You're right. He did have some type of complex, and then when the shit like on y'all first meet, I think he started to realize that he started writing a check that his ass couldn't cash. He jumped out the boat too fast, and you can confirm this because I remember on like the follow up no jumper interview the next day, he said something along the lines of, and when I see him again, I got something for his ass. That right there is saying I've done my research on Brandon, and I'm not as confident as I initially was. And now I'm gonna bring a weapon to the fight, which is what he literally fucking did yesterday.
That's called being smart, you stupid bitch. That's called being smart.
Wait, whoa.
Dumbass, shut the fuck up, man.
Wait.
Hey, we got another almighty in the building,
I want to
man.
let you talk.
You ain't got no hands, man. You
just like
you like to pull out a fucking knife when niggas is trying to throw hands.
Guys, hold on. Wait. Guys, wait a minute.
Sus wasn't gonna respect the
Somebody,
fade.
girlfriend. All right. Wait, who was that? Who just spoke? Because I want to make sure you talk.
Brandon, gang.
Wait, who is it? Who is it? Hassan?
Nick.
Wait,
no, that
Nick?
wasn't me.
Yeah.
You were saying you was gonna slap somebody?
On God, I'll slap.
Your ass is gonna shut your ass up.
Man,
go ahead. All right.
Finally, god damn.
Listen,
finally,
get him out of here. No, welcome to the real world, nigga. You start talking about slapping people, you get deleted.
Internet tough guys, bro. That shit crazy.
We're gonna let GT Fatu. We're gonna let GT Fatu
almighty part 2.
Hey yo, what's up, Chad? What up, Brandon? Hey yo, bro, I just want to just speak my opinion on this. I've been watching No Jumper for a while, right? And ever since when Sus came on, his attitude changed. He was on his high horse. He was bullying everybody, how y'all say. He belittles the one that's like the lowest in the room, right? So boom, he did it with Lush. He did it with Sharp. And then what was the last incident when they were making fun of him because they were like, yo, tell his father to fight his battles, blah, blah, blah. Right? Yeah. So boom, I ain't glazing no situation, but honestly, I'll give you your flowers because you're knowledgeable, bro. You say everything real, how you put that wood in its place. You were giving him the facts, giving him the views.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Not to go off topic, but Brandon knows his shit. You guys need to listen to him. He ain't no sucker. He knows what he's talking about. So to say this is like, yo, Sus been on that high horse, blah blah blah. Yo, No Jumper's been a toxic fucking company for like the past year, bro. Like everybody need to realize that shit. The way you carry yourself on camera, like on the live, what do you think everybody else in the nation is gonna take you as? If that's what you're carrying yourself, the composure.
Yeah.
You guys are battling amongst yourselves. You guys are battling with fellow employees.
He likes
That's a
his shorts.
toxic environment. Yo, that's a toxic environment, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like,
People,
it's
Brandon.
2020. It's
Wait.
2025. It's 2025, and we need a guy like Brandon to be up there to set a new standard. You know what I mean? Like start a new position and to correcting these dudes, because look at all the domino effect that happened before you got up there. Are you sure you're gonna be comfortable working up there, bro? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
That
don't let them segue you to failure is what I'm trying to say to you, Brandon.
the thing is, people listen to podcasts to get away from the bullshit at their job. They literally got the earpiece in their ear, listening to that, so they ain't knocking, choking the motherfucker out their job who getting on their nerves. So why do people want to listen to you have inner work conflict, like inner job conflict? So it's just like, he was an immature person. And the sad part is, when I go to No Jumper, that is not what's going on there. Do you really only have a few cancerous people trying to do that to get clicks and views? Donnie is cool. Josh is cool. Mike is cool. Everyone is cool. So when you see who's causing the problem, it's just like, bro, you're not gonna bully me. And maybe they believe the hype when he's acting like he's so gangster, but that shit ain't working on me. So
All right, listen, Brandon.
even
Brandon,
it's
you about
really
to call
him
me
and
a
Sharp
YN
guy
for
like
this
that,
shit?
for real,
You
for
might
real.
have
wait a minute. It's not your turn. I'm gonna call you for a YN for speaking out of turn. Go ahead, administrator.
Like, the thing is this, even if, let's say this is his persona, this is his thing that he does on No Jumper, you can give the audience the drama and everything without it having to go to actual fighting or having to step outside the job to do it and stuff. This is what gets rappers killed, is they can't make separation. They can't be professionals. They don't know how to do their job and go home and deal with whatever they deal with in their personal life. Y'all could be a thing where y'all feed off each other and y'all give the audience what they want, y'all arguing or whatever, bickering, and y'all go home and that's it. Y'all could even sit down and be like, yo, this is just what we do when we go on No Jumper, right? We just argue, talk our shit, it goes where it goes, and then, there's no hard feelings. We don't need to go and stab each other. Bro is so emotional and just immature that he doesn't know how to make that separation. These people don't know how to work with modern people that are trying to live in a damn society.
Well, they're basically unemployable, and that's
Exactly.
that's one of the reasons I give Adam a lot of grace, because Adam is hiring people who nobody else will employ.
It's a charity.
So other than if they didn't work there, they would be robbing you.
Same
Go ahead,
Jumper.
Brandon.
Go. Yeah.
Brandon, I like seriously, no glazing, but I do want to commend you just for representing an image of just being a very great and strong representation of what I consider a strong, intelligent, and the new elevated black man. You're doing a good job representing all of us, and I think this incident is so polarizing because it literally is, it almost is a war or a battle between two different types of black people.
Speak on it.
It's one that you're representing, and it's against the YN or the nigga image that the world constantly stereotypes against us, and Suspect is a textbook example of that. So sometimes, man, you might just have to put belt to ass. Sometimes it may not just be enough to just be the articulate, intelligent type.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you could squabble. I saw that they was making, I saw that they was Suspect was trying to put you down or roast you for your hoochie daddies that you had on. As soon as I turned on the podcast, the first thing I saw, I was like, man, this dude got his whole squabble fit Oh,
I
like that.
swear to God.
Get
I
busy.
swear to God.
Like
I
as soon
swear
as
to
I
God.
saw this, I'm like, y'all roast this nigga got a get busy fit on right now, man. Like,
I saw that
how
shit.
y'all see this? Like,
You are, hey, that nigga said something about to go down. Hey, they don't even know about the
they don't.
squabble
They
fit.
stupid,
You
bro.
about to
Bro,
pull an
like,
arm
he's
ball,
on-
Brandon? I thought you was gonna pull an arm ball on him, bro. Like,
Hey, for real,
He
bro.
wouldn't even
Hey
have
Brandon, why they try
I
to say
promise
that the
you.
little security guard pushed you over though?
Nah, the security guard just was like, man, you know, I can't hold you back. Can you please go in the other room?
hey, you know, some people had a good point if it was relevant to the streets, as far as like where I'm from. Like, I just saw a comment, hey, I smoke hip hop, you Zoe, yada yada. That's my twin brother, first of all. I speak for myself, and even he is a man, he wouldn't allow that disrespect Suspect was doing. As far as coward dudes ready to crash out, we all seen it. You can't trust them. They can't take an L, scared to get hit, so they pull out a pistol, like Suspect pulled out the knife. But this is a so-called professional work setting.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. What Buddy said, I forgot his name. I love the representation, man. You can be articulate and stand on business too.
Exactly.
Suspect is 30 freaking years old. He got the mindset of a YN, and Buddy articulated it perfect. This is what's going on in the street.
It's
All
a war.
these-
It's a war
Listen,
between black men.
all these guys vouching for Suspect is what happens on the streets. Hold on, listen.
We
All
got
these
black
guys
men versus niggas. That's what it is. That's what Brandon versus Suspect represents.
Because this is what happens in the streets. They always be selective towards the most ignorant brother. But the brother that's standing on righteousness, they got to make all these scenarios for you, all these cop-outs, and they're the same ones will call you, I hate to say it, pussy, if you ain't handle your business, Brandon. So I salute you.
No, 100%.
Fuck a old-ass nigga with a young nigga mentality. I stand on that.
Hey, he's way too old for that shit, and that's what needs to be called out. And that's really what I look at in the situation. I'm just like, bro, you're not a 19-year-old. You're not a 17-year-old. I actually think there are 19 and 17-year-olds who have more maturity and be more. Bro, I talked to a 14-year-old Mexican kid who got more maturity than Suspect on No Jumper.
Yeah, that's
I was
you
like,
shouldn't have anger issues anymore.
I said, this is so crazy. But the reality is they have enabled Suspect. They've allowed Suspect to behave like that for years. And so now he's going up against a real man, a real black man, and now he doesn't know how to deal with it. But I want to show y'all this. This is damn near 3 years ago. Suspect was doing the same shit to Flacco. And Flacco, I know Flacco don't like Suspect because he used to literally try to bully Flacco. And I told Flacco, like, bro, you just got, if it was me and this shit happened, I would have just fired on this nigga. But see, Flacco not from here, so he don't got no backup. Nobody to have his back. And these wolf tickets, sometimes niggas be buying them. Look, I'm not that guy, bro. I've been in the street with way tougher and harder than you, bro. Like, you ain't intimidating me. But the thing with this guy, over 2 years, 3 years, there has been no growth in this man's life. He actually looks worse now than he looked back then.
That's actually much closer.
What are you talking about?
That's a lot closer.
That's way closer
to the term of endearment the way we're using it. That's
they
a lot
say
closer.
Fool all the time.
That
we're
word
not
fool,
saying the ER word.
That word fool has never been used as a derogatory term.
Neither has nigga. The ER has.
No.
What are you talking about? That shit ain't been used in no derogatory term in like 60 years.
Yo,
what are you
if
talking
you
about?
think that NIGGA has never been used as a regulatory term, you is wilding.
I've been around racist white people.
No, you are wilding.
And they've never hit me with the NIGGA trying to be racist.
That's grossly false.
They say ER.
That's a gross lie right there. That's a gross lie.
And you've never heard no
lie.
Hispanics say my B word as a term of endearment.
That's a gross lie.
You're a fucking moron.
NIGGA, bro, listen up, right? If you're giving a pass to Hispanics to say the NIGGA, nah, bro, you feel me? Like, nah, bro, you feel me?
And you ain't even from the fucking streets.
Like,
what are you talking about, nigga?
I'm black though.
Barely. I'm black though. Talking about, nigga? Like, what
I'm black
saying?
though.
You a nigga who you didn't even
if you're giving a pass to other races to that
you
word,
didn't even grow up with.
That's wrong though.
The fuck, you barely get the pass. The only reason you get to say it is because you black. You didn't even grow up with us.
I'm black.
He get more of a pass for him to say it than you do.
I was gonna say. So what?
And that's wild.
What type of people did you grow up with? White people?
Both. white, Hispanics, black, Native Americans, both, right? But again,
but
bro,
they weren't on some street shit though, like the way we speak.
It doesn't matter, right? Again, right? I would never get a pass for saying any one of those words. So please, I just don't think that any other race should be saying.
I totally feel it.
Saying the nigga word.
So Flacco's standing on business, bro. A suspect is trying to do what he does best, which is selective politicking. The Mexican, he accepted it. He said, all right, no, I feel you. I get you. If one black man got an issue with something and another black man don't got an issue with it, just stay out of the conversation. Let bro explain himself to the Mexican dude, and they'll come to a understanding.
Look how hard he think he is. Look how hard he think he is, bro. And look at today. Look how hard he think he is, bro.
Drugs. Yeah, but let me play the rest of this shit.
You know.
I see what he's trying to say. He's saying,
meaning,
right? Yeah.
Meaning, right? The word fool cannot be an equal exchange for nigga.
Right.
But
no.
I got best friends who didn't passed away that was Latinos that I was in the streets with, that I thugged with every day.
Away, tattooed on me as a black
every
man,
day.
So I concur,
Ain't no taco good enough to get the N-word pass, bro.
Man, you don't even understand it. You're a fucking
I'm sorry, bro.
Next topic. This nigga's a clown. This nigga.
I'm sorry, bro.
Before we move on,
I'm a real one, bro.
No, you're not,
bro.
Real one where,
bro?
You just lied about where you was.
But the thing is, Flacco is a good podcaster. This is interesting. Okay, let's see how this play out. Suspect always has to retreat into the emotional. He don't really got he's not really experienced. I don't think bro ever been out the country or nothing like that. He's a LA baby who has no real world experience. And so he only can go based on how he feels. Flacco is breaking it down on like a more intellectual level. Suspect can't really debate with him on that level. So it turns into, you ain't real. You this, you that. You know, like, bro, who cares about real or fake? We talking about whether the word fool equates to using the word nigga. And so, but what he does is here he's going to just resort to pure bullying.
Real one, bro.
Camera a month ago.
How I
You're not
lied,
fucking real. The fuck
How I
out of
lied,
here.
though?
You ain't no fucking real one. Nigga, you's a clown.
How I lied? I'm not a
Fuck
clown,
outta
bro.
here,
Feel me?
nigga.
But you're emotional right now
You ain't
and
no
angry as
real one.
fuck.
You ain't no real one.
Why are you emotional as fuck
Nigga,
right now,
You
though?
ain't no real one. You're a clown.
But why are you emotional right now, though?
passionate. Nigga,
Emotional
I'm
as fuck, though.
passionate.
No.
Nigga,
Passionate
I'm
is talking loud
passionate
and
in what
explaining
I
your
feel.
point, though.
I'm passionate
No,
in what
one
I
nigga's
feel.
clowns is
I
emotional, my
passionately
nigga.
feel like you're a clown.
Nah, bro. Again,
I
that's
passionately
emotional
feel like
shit,
you're a
bro.
clown.
You feel me?
I
It's emotional
passionately
shit,
feel
bro.
like you're a clown.
Again, bro,
I passionately
it's
feel
pure
like you're a
emotional
clown.
shit, my nigga. Like,
I
you too
passionately
grown
feel
for this,
like
my
you're a
nigga.
clown.
You too grown
I
for this,
passionately
bro.
feel like you're a clown.
You're
You're
too
too
grown to act
grown to
like
come
this, though,
outside
bro.
with your fucking toes out.
Again, bro. You're too grown to be acting
You're
like
too
this,
grown
bro.
to come out here
You
with
feel me, bro?
sandals and your toes out.
Bro, it don't matter, bro.
So can't argue the point, so has to deflect to personal attacks. Flacco is like, you're emotional. I'm passionate. But the problem is this video is 3 years old. That's my biggest gripe with this. 3 years. You still haven't stepped your game up as a podcaster. So you just occupying a spot. Like you're just taking up a spot and not growing at all. And then brags, I'm one of the originals here. Okay, but what have you built with all this time you've been sitting up under Adam's nuts?
Bro, he the male Amanda Seals.
Man, he worse than Amanda. At least she talented.
Talking about his anger is passion, man. Throw the whole nigga away, man.
Brandon, I personally all right, Brandon, I personally like. I'm gonna be real. I feel like you might be the wisest one, or one of the wisest ones that ever been put as a host on No Jumper. So it's pretty confusing to me how you don't understand that, especially younger niggas. Now I'm not even just saying it's wrong or right, but I live by this rule too, bro.
Dude, shut up.
All right, this nigga's still doing tricks on this nigga's dick. But listen, bro. If I'm wrong and the nigga's bigger than me, right? If I'm wrong and the nigga's bigger than me, I'll go head up with him, no issue, right? Okay. Now, if I'm right and the nigga's bigger than me, I'm not about to risk being wrong. I'm not about to risk being right and getting beat up. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being real. That's how a lot of younger and smaller niggas think if they're dealing with somebody bigger than them.
That's the same thing. That's the same shit that Carmelo Anthony probably did, and look where it landed his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
because niggas scared to use their hands.
Nah, that's not the
that
point.
That shit
bro.
is weak.
That's
it
not
is
the
weak.
Point. And we're gonna
it's
be
weakness.
real, bro. Listen. Okay,
hey, yo, Brandon. Do you think he wanted to start conflict with you to try to get you out the way?
Yes.
Like how he did it
I
with
know for a
the
fact.
other ones? Cuz
I know for a fact.
Bro, Suspect felt like something needed to happen, bro. That's all
but
that it was. I don't think he wanted
because
to
he
fight.
got away with it. He was already getting too comfortable. Look at the last 2 strikes he had. He
Man,
got away with it.
y'all
So
not
Brandon,
seeing.
so this in the past, however they've been beefing, Brandon ain't do nothing questionable. Brandon ain't did nothing wrong. Brandon has nothing to fix. Is that what we're saying?
That's not the
That's not
point.
the point, bro. The
Nigga, you
point
guys
is,
didn't tell this
bro,
nigga
the
to
point
put
is
his
out
that,
for
hands,
no
bro.
reason.
bro, the point is
Going
that they're on a
overboard.
show. You don't have to go to violence. They're
Yeah.
on a show.
Be professional, man. You like it's like all that hollering and woofing and all that. That shit is like so unnecessary. Like for how he was behaving and reacting, man, it was just
But
so
even if,
unnecessary.
it was like that, where they arguing and stuff like that, like it still don't need to go to violence. We're doing a show, bro. Like if you pulled out that knife and stabbed him, you incriminated yourself on camera. You just stupid.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's wrong. I get it.
Oh, because he called me a bitch.
This whole thing
And
started
this
from a
is stemming from the
misunderstanding.
last show.
But guys,
You
Right.
overshadowed him
Hold on.
intellectually, and he never forgot that.
This
That's
whole
what
guys,
that
thing.
was.
look at this, guys. So when we first had our incident and everything calmed down, I schooled the fuck out of him and his friend and that other dummy in the debate space. So he knew I can't beat him debating. So I had to
Right.
try to bait him into doing something that will get him uninvited. Jumper. Here's the thing. They did that shit with DW Flame. They did that shit with a few niggas from Long Beach, and it worked because them niggas was trying to lead with their gangster. Me, I wasn't leading with that. I was leading
Right.
with my intellect. So they don't know how to get rid of you when you're leading with your intellect. So he tried to try to bait me into doing something, and it didn't work. So that pissed him off because basically I took a little bit of his time on No Jumper, that Tuesday 4 p.m. show. I was on that all the time. So we know this play, and they all feel threatened by people smarter than them because Suspect them were never the ones carrying No Jumper. It was like AD, T-Rail, Pun, all them dudes, or I don't know if Pun was up there, but AD and them was the ones really carrying that shit. Brick Baby, people like that. Crip Mac, all that. Once they left, I know Adam was like, man, I got a bunch of dudes who can't even carry shit. Then when Brick Baby then went to jail, it was even worse. So now they're just all feeling insecure.
Let me just say this one time. Hold on. Let me say
What
this.
did Brick Baby do best? Since he was such a great, right? Like you're just saying shit you don't even believe. Okay, you don't even believe that Brick Baby was a great host. So why are you even
Who, me?
you're saying? Yeah.
No,
you.
I know Brick Baby was not a great host, but
So
what I
the
do,
fuck are you saying?
Man, you gonna have to calm down.
So what are you saying? You don't.
Okay,
Bro,
I'm telling you what
I'm.
If you stop interrupting me, asking me the same question 3 times, I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying. I don't think Brick Baby was a great host, but what Brick Baby had was popularity in the streets. Brick Baby bringing 1,000 people soon as he gone live because so many people in LA know that nigga. Like I didn't really even know how big of a figure in LA Brick Baby was until
Brick
niggas
Baby
start
was doing the same
hitting me
thing
up.
Sus was doing, throwing rocks and hiding his hand.
That's
Right.
what Brand is doing right now.
But
though.
see,
Like,
but
I'm
here's the
being
thing.
real.
No, I don't hide anything. But let me tell you, this is the thing. Brick Baby actually got street credibility. Niggas have been around Brick
When he got into it with DW Fang, this my brother right here. Me and my brother gonna always be homies. Woo 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 woo. When him and DW when he got choked up by P Nice, you know he throw rocks and then hide his hand just like Sus do. You got to understand when the ER thing happened. Brandon was trying his hardest to deflect the situation. Like, you know what, bro? It was a misunderstanding. You know, let's just move on with the podcast. But Sus was turned so up so much that he pretty much was begging for a fight. And now people are here defending him because he almost got his ass whooped.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree.
Now you defending him because he almost got beat up. It's come on, it's crazy.
But
He begging for a fight. He called Brandon out his name for weeks. From the last podcast until yesterday, every time he was on the show, he was calling Brand. A dude is a beat. He's a beat. He's gay. He's this. He's that.
Yeah.
Woo woo woo. But now that they're face to face, and now Brandon like, what's happening, nigga? I'm sorry. What's happening, brother? You is that? And it was about to go down. And then he did what he did to deflect, hide behind a security guard. Now we supposed to feel sorry for him. Come on, man. If he didn't want to fight, he shouldn't.
Every show,
the way he
every show
argues is
they,
repetitive. It's like, you know what I mean? Like he says the same thing over and over and
Yeah, I know
over and
he
over
has
and
no
over.
talking points. He
Yeah,
has nothing.
he couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Look at your pants. And then like he just kept yelling, like, and every time
What you
Brandon.
gonna do
That's how
about
you
it?
know Brandon was really killing him because like that dude is just slow. He couldn't even process like enough to like argue with this guy in a legitimate manner. He can only say like one phrase and repeat it like 10 times until he can think of something else.
Yeah,
He was trying to take Wax ego. That's what Sus was
this
doing.
conversation could be about how wrong Suspect is, which he is wrong. Like that'll never be what he did will never be justified like that. But all I am trying to say is Brandon has some fault in this too. That's all I am saying.
All I'm trying to tell you is this: there is nothing that was done or said that warranted what Suspect did. All that bringing a weapon and all that, bro. Grow up. We're in the real world. We know y'all think we're lying.
Brandon, after
Listen,
the last podcast, he went on a different one and said I spared him this and this and that. Right?
No, I didn't say that. I never said that. Viral Way put that as a title and said, "Did you spare him?" And then I said, "I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking when I was there." I didn't say I spared him and I could have whooped his ass. I didn't say
and what
nothing.
did you say? And what did you say? And what did you
What?
say? What you were thinking? And what did you say?
I was just thinking like if bro come near me or try to put his hands on me, I was gonna beat his ass.
That's what you said on the show.
That's exactly what I said. I wasn't even on there like, oh, he's a bitch and all that.
I'm not. I didn't say you said that. I did not say you said that. But you did say you'll fuck him up. You said that multiple times.
If that dude would have came close to me, he would have got fucked up, bro. What you talking about?
This dude is a child, bro. Like,
listen, bro.
And right, and you talking about throwing. I'm trying to go back to the point of throwing rocks and hiding your hand. If I
bro, it's a show. Yes, they were throwing rocks.
No,
but who was hiding their hand though?
I'm talking about the hiding hand part. I'm saying, Brandon, if I say
Bro,
this about you, right? If I said this about you, Brandon, if I was like, oh, Brandon acts like a bitch from the projects.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I never called Brandon a bitch though. Nigga, I'm
okay, so if you said Brandon, listen, if you said Brandon acts like a bitch from the projects, I wouldn't even respond to that. Okay.
Yeah, you don't gotta jump out for no shit like that. Like why do you have to jump out for that?
Oh my lord! I'm just talking.
Let him get his words out.
I'm talking about you throwing rocks and hiding your hand. That's my only point.
Well, how am I hiding my hand though?
Because you were the first person to use the word bitch, and now you're saying because I said he acts like one from the project.
It doesn't matter if you say bitch.
Hold on. The first person. Listen, let me tell you something. When a man is yelling at you, trying to overtalk you, saying all this shit, insinuating like he might try to do something, that alone is disrespect. Don't no man sit up and scream at another man and won't let the other man say nothing, especially when we're in a professional setting with a job to do. So when I say you are acting like a bitch from the projects, that is literally how that man was acting. Like a mindless baby mama, mad because her baby daddy won't send her money after he sent their child support. If that's how you act, bro, that's how you act. But also, when he called me a bitch, I didn't overreact to that. So I'm never going to expect a man to do something I wouldn't do. So if I call you a bitch and you don't trip out, if you call me a bitch, I'm not going to trip out.
Yes, so he was saying worse than that, though.
Everybody has to shut up. We got a first-time guest. I mean, long-time viewer, but first-time caller. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man, what's up, man? I'm just tapping in, man. Get my little 2 cents. Shit, man. It's a lot of motherfuckers whooping on here. Some people got their mind right, but I know the bro. You feel me? Like Suspect. You feel me? He didn't have a chance. Bro would have got tossed. You feel me? Like broke down. You feel me? Like strategically. Like bro. Like oh boy was just wolfing, motherfucker. So that's what happens. You feel me? When you hold motherfucking feet to the fire, bro. Like Brandon, you feel me? To me, showed a lot of composure. Younger Brandon would have mixed him a long time ago. You feel me? But it's like, bro, people really don't know the bro. And bro out here bench pressing 500 pounds. You feel me? Like, and really know how to throw them. And know, you feel me? Like martial arts, bro. Like, bro, yeah, that y'all wanted Suspect. Suspect was gonna get hurt, bro. I've been in the comments like, bro, Suspect, you know a mark when you know a mark, bro, when you see him, bro.
We've been dealing with him our whole life.
Bro, we know him, bro, and he grade A, Mark. He ain't got no hands, no coordination, no nothing. And he's smoking all the time. You feel me? Like, bro, Brandon probably would have, I don't say, you feel me? Brandon probably would have, he would have never been the same, bro. You feel me? So you exercise a lot of, you feel me, like a lot of
Patience.
composure, bro. Like, and patience and all that, bro. Like, it was good, you feel me, content, you feel me, because it was like, I mean, it was messy shit, you feel me, but it's like, all right, you feel me, y'all just going back and forth, shooting jokes, yada yada, cool. But when somebody pull out, you feel me, pull out a knife or a blit or something, bro, it can't never go back that way. So you got to keep your eye on the scary motherfucker, though, you feel me, like.
Right.
So
100%.
that's all, you feel me. I want bro to be safe, you feel me, and you feel me, never underestimate a motherfucker, you feel me. But bro already
Right.
know, you feel me, already know, bro, you feel me. We didn't talk, but it's like, bro, this for everybody, bro. Don't underestimate a motherfucker, bro.
Bro, we went to
Especially
high
he done
we went
lost
to
his
high
job,
school and
bro.
shit together. So
On God, bro.
like that's what I'm telling you. The number one
Bro.
thing I'm getting in my inbox, they like, bro, everyone is like, bro, I'm so proud of you because the old me, I was quick tempered. Like I
It would have
be
been up,
hopping
bro.
on niggas. Like
Would have been up,
so
bro.
now I'm older and I'm more relaxed. So even the homie mom was like, I saw that video. I was so proud of you, Tuck. Like people know me, call me Tuck. They're like, I was so proud of you, like, because you could have just there. And I was just like, yeah, but you know, I gotta be, you know, you gotta be different. Like nigga might try to get on, you know, Fox News or some shit one day. But that's the whole thing. These younger dudes don't understand that the same way y'all used to be, we were that way.
Bro.
But we growing and we learning as we get older.
Bro, suspect ain't have a chance, bro. It would have been, Brandon would have been in jail, bro, for some whole other shit, bro.
Yeah,
if he would have got his hands on him, bro, it would have been bad, bro.
I think that suspect's wrong, and I also think that Brandon could have got through that security guard if he really, really wanted to do something. That's just me personally.
The way suspect was talking, he was acting like he can't lose.
Well, here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Let me put this in your pipe. So this person has a knife. You're gonna wrestle through a security guard as a nigga that's highly emotional tries to stab you. You would have ran up and tried to do all that?
No, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. But I'm just saying.
No,
the way
I'm asking
suspect,
the young YN. I'm asking Natty.
Before the knife got pulled out, you could have put your hands on him.
Bro, how do you know when the knife got pulled out?
Before the knife got pulled out, you could have put your hands on him.
At what point was before the knife got pulled out? I jumped up, suspect retreated into the corner and pulled the knife out. You can see that on the video.
Hey, bro, everybody always want to say what they would have did, bro.
These niggas
in this case, it was smart not to. In this case, it was smart not to roll up on him because he had a knife. This is why you gotta be mature. This is why you gotta be measured.
Brandon,
wait a minute.
Make it clear. That nigga
wait, let me ask Natty. So you was gonna be Warren Sapp. You was gonna swim technique the security and get the suspect without getting poked up.
No. What I'm saying is, from the way you're at, say first and foremost, suspect has. I mean, me and you could understand the niggas lingo, right? He made it pretty clear that it wasn't gonna be hand-to-hand combat, right? Like he made that. You understood that, right?
Yes, I understood that. Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, all right. So to continue, like at that point, I would either have not have showed up. And one of you two, I'm saying that you guys both have something to do with it. What I'm saying is I either would not have showed up. I either would have, nigga, known that if I call it, like if any type of argument could lead to this. So you clearly was like, fuck.
So you're so wait. So let me ask you. So you a scary ass nigga while simultaneously talking about what the next nigga could have did in a fight.
Nigga, if I know I'm not gonna bring a knife, I know I'm not gonna bring no heat to no fucking podcast. Nigga, what the fuck am I gonna do?
But everybody was getting wanded down, so there was supposed to be no weapons in the building.
That nigga told you but he basically said I have a weapon on me.
He was saying outside. Come follow me outside.
No. Basically, he said I work. You remember he said I work here. They didn't really want me down. Like, you remember he said that? You don't remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
Okay,
but they did wind that nigga down though.
All right, but off the muscle, you should have, bro. Brandon, I don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm kind of talking to you like what your homie would have said to you. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, nigga, like, bro, you know this nigga ain't gonna fight you. You know what I mean? Like, you know he's not gonna fight you, nigga.
All his homies are saying something else.
But based on what we talked about before this, it was supposed to just be a podcast, bro. It was supposed to be like a peaceful moment. Let's all sit down. Let's have a podcast. No issues. Adam is out of town. All that. So why wouldn't I show up to that? Like,
can I ask a question?
Really?
Can I ask a question?
Okay, go ahead. The nigga was about to say something. Go ahead.
Brandon, Flacco had announced today that you guys are gonna be doing a podcast tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and tomorrow suspect is gonna be in his dad's basement crying. So my question is, who won based on that?
Who won in this situation? Oh yeah, bro lost in the he lost. He didn't win nothing. He didn't even win none of the battles. He
Okay,
lost
then
everything.
so with that being said, I think you did exactly what you were supposed to do, Brandon. You won.
The reasons don't matter. Only the results. The reasons
Because
don't matter.
YNs need to learn self-control. Natty.
That's what's
Natty.
crazy too,
But wait, Natty. So how did I lose?
Nigga, you got spit on. What the fuck are we talking about? And a knife pulled out on you, nigga. What are you talking about? You couldn't do it.
Nah.
Okay, so wait.
How did he lose
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Do you have
see
a
the
job,
double standards?
Natty, do you have a job?
No.
You can tell me
Now we know. That's the thing. Like, I got more money than all you niggas, though. So
no, that's okay. We're not saying that.
So
You don't have any responsibility or accountability.
Let me show him my page. You want me to flex my money? Don't buy common sense.
Wait, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Look, okay, so you got all your money, right? Some random dude walk up to you, bro, spit on you, bro, spit on you, bro. You run up to the nigga, he pull a knife out. What you gonna do?
Yeah, because suspect just spit on you.
What are you gonna do? I'm asking you a simple question. What are you going to do if someone spits on you as you running up to do something, bro? Pull out a big ass shank. What you gonna do?
He gonna run. That's what he gonna do.
No,
I'm asking the brother sincerely.
I'm trying to figure out how to answer this question without saying nothing crazy, but
you ain't got that much time to think, bro. It's happening right now.
Here's your only two options.
Shut up. Hold on. I'm talking about, first of all, I know my answer. I'm just trying
What's
to
your answer?
That nigga would have been dumb to bring a knife to a fight. That's not
an answer. That's not an answer.
Because you can't even answer the question honestly, bro. Just be real.
Hold on, guys. So here's the issue. So he spits on you. You go to charge him. He pulls out a knife. So you're gonna do one, kill him and spend the rest of your life in prison with a gun.
That's self-defense.
Or two, wait, no, that's not self-defense. You don't know what you're talking about. If someone's, didn't we just learn this from Carmelo Anthony? The force has to be proportionate. You can't kill someone for spitting on you.
Well, what you did was illegal then yesterday.
What I'm telling you is
what you did was illegal. So you
what I'm telling you is
if he would have rushed Brandon with the knife, Brandon could have legally fucking destroyed him. But listen, it's more of a liability, bro. Natty, you not understanding, bro. He's trying to do his job, live his livelihood. You think he's gonna crash out for sus?
But wait, Brandon, you see how all that righteous talk about
Nah, you see, that's the thing with you young cats. You want to crash out. You want the worst to happen.
No, but you see how he tried to be righteous and was so quick to say, Brandon, you got spit on. That's why, Brandon, I say salute. You check that.
Brandon's a bigger man for not beating his ass on the camera.
He checked him without putting a hand on him. You checked his ass.
Natty, how old are you, bro?
Or what if I would have did this, Natty?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
That's your answer right there.
Bro, you still got some.
Wait, Natty, so let me.
You don't know nothing.
You got
You don't know
shit
shit.
to do, bro.
That's your answer right there.
Let me say this real quick. So if I would have went to my car, got my gun out the trunk, went back in no jumper and killed the nigga, to you that would have been justified for him spitting on me.
Hello?
I'm asking you a question, Natty. If I would have went to my car, got my gun out, went in and killed suspect, that would have been
do. Shut up. See,
I want to ask you this question.
Okay,
if I would have went in and killed him after he spit on me, that would have been justifiable to you.
I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, if a nigga.
No, I'm just asking a simple question.
Bro, if a nigga spit on you, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's all.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, whoa, this nigga crazy. All right, well, you keep walking.
You young and you wild.
You walk around and keep thinking that,
bro. Hey,
definitely not on camera, Brandon.
Hey, I
not on camera. Not on camera.
If all of us asked Brandon before this happened, what would you do if suspect spit on you and pulled out a knife? What would you do? I guarantee you, Brandon would not have said, "I would have just walked out."
If you would have said and he pulled out a knife, I would have been like, "Hey, if I didn't have a knife, I would have just walked off."
Right, you keep injecting